movie mogul Jeffrey Katzenberg has built a family trap amid Deer Valley, Utah. What does it look like? What's in it? What's up with the boot warmers? Lauren Schuker. She's in Beverly Hills. She's going to tell us all about it. Hey there, Lauren.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. So Jeffrey Katzenberg built this house a long time ago. He calls it a family trap. What's it look like?
All right, so the house, he built it in the early 90s from the ground up, and it looks like basically an oversized log cabin. And he and his wife really wanted a space, away from Hollywood, away from the glitz and glamour, to have, to spend time with their kids, who at the time were 8 years old and are now almost 30. And so they sort of built a giant log cabin with every ski amenity you could possibly think of. So it's rustic on the outside and very modernized on the inside.
So in terms of the TV, the media function of this, there's one of the two of what were the biggest TVs in the United States there in that house?
So Jeffrey, who has been a huge kind of proponent of 3D technology and has been a big sort of an outspoken supporter of sort of Hollywood being innovative, he had two TVs flown in from Korea, made by Samsung, which are 75-inch TVs. And they were, I think, the biggest flat screens in the U.S., he said, last year. And there was one in this house in Deer Valley and one in his home in Los Angeles. And those are the only two in the U.S. And the house, it's really interesting. The Katzenbergs, they built it in the early 90s, as I said, but they've really updated it every year and kept it really modern. And so every time there's a scratch on the wall or a piece, there are wooden cedar floors throughout the house. There's a scratch on those. They would replace it and fix it. And so everything in the house is incredibly updated, from the technology down to the rugs, down to the wood. It's all state-of-the-art stuff.
And the things I liked in particular were some of the things they had. If you are a skier, it's a ski-in, ski-out house near a black diamond slope. But just tell us about the boot warmers.
Yeah, so first of all, there's a whole room in the house which is devoted to ski prep. I mean, if you're a skier, it's heaven. And there's a bar, and there's a whole shelf of boot warmers extending from the walls. You can stick them in your boots, so they're always warm. Right. There's an area for your skis, and you basically step out the door, walk down some steps, and there's a 100-foot trail that leads into Big Stick, which was used in the Olympics when they were in Park City. I mean, it's a really famous trail, and you're basically on the mountain immediately.
On the Black Diamond Mountain. Well, if you need one of the bunny slopes, and I'm not sure what you do, but I guess you could stay back in that amazing house. Lauren Schuker, more on that in the Friday Journal.